Hey Al, it's Jojo, and something that I haven't done in a while is a health update. Um, I probably talked about my development of spider and varicose veins on my legs and my development of carpal tunnel in my wrist from my job. Um, my wrist has been doing okay. Bracing it does help immensely. I should look into like a light brace that I can have, like that would be more comfortable to wear on a regular basis. But I know that that's like a little bit harder to find. Like really something to keep you from doing this constantly, or me or whoever else might be suffering with that is good. And the varicose veins, I have not been doing so good with. Um, I actually recently stopped wearing the compression socks so much because they are starting to feel uncomfortable. But I also haven't been doing my stretches and stuff like I should. And the varicose spot, like I have that one spot that's starting up, started to look like it was getting a little textury. So I was like, ew, no. And I immediately rubbed Vicks Vapor Rub on it as soon as I saw how textured it was looking. Um, I did recently look up some things that help with varicoses. And it also turns out that those are the same things that help with carpal tunnel because both those issues come from the blockage of oxygen in blood to the circulation. The carpal tunnel is, somebody showed me this before they left the store. You can massage this with your elbow, and that actually helped. Massages do help rejuvenate the blood flow stuff. So it definitely doesn't hurt to get a massage therapist. And also, I my did my first time rubbing Vicks Vapor Rubbing in my leg, and as I looked up the suggestions, massaging is like the thing for everything. No matter what you use, the instructions suggest that you massage it into your skin. And the massage itself helps immensely. And the other suggestions are more for the appearance of the varicoses, but of course the massaging helps like alleviate the problem of like lack of blood flow. I definitely dropped on taking care of my legs, but I'm going to pick it back up because now I only have 2 months before I leave. And I have to take care of it now because when I go traveling, I'm going to have a different set of issues. And not to say that that would be a total dropout from taking care of myself and being able to continue to take care of this, but it's better to do it while I have a stable setting. Like it's always better to do everything in a more stable setting. I have read that a mixture of Vicks Vapor Rub, rubbing alcohol, and baking soda, and you massage that in. Just olive oil, you can massage that in. Just aloe vera. So like honestly, I would rather do those things because those things are all, I know that those things are already like good for me, and just something more natural. But like I know that I don't have an allergic reaction to Vicks Vapor Rub, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm very much reluctant to also rub baking soda and alcohol in my legs, like into my skin. You know what I mean? I mean, even though I do see how that would work, I don't much care for that idea. But if just the Vicks Vapor Rub can do it, then I'll do that because it's been sitting for a while anyway. It wouldn't hurt to get used. But there's definitely a lot of things that go on with the service industry. It's about mental, physical, and emotional health. You gotta practice good ergonomics with whatever your situation is. In customer service, you really have to like do that positive self-talk and be able to confide in your coworkers, and vent and rant, and you have to learn like not to take things personally. For some, that's harder than others, and customer service and working with people, of course, isn't for everyone. But I would like for it to be understood, like, you do sometimes choose to take things home. Sometimes somebody pisses me off and I think about it for well after that shift. And something that is very important to talk about is touching people and chasing people. Yesterday, the waitress at a place, and I guess I can use a gendered pronoun because this person is old and probably lives in that world. I had already been sitting in this place for hours. I had already chatted, eaten, and all that. So the waitress had come to my table like at least 3 times, and when I got up to use the bathroom, the waitress grabbed me and told me that the bathrooms were not available to the public. Everything else that's wrong with that aside, do not touch people. A lot of us are from a lot of different places, but in Minnesota I noticed that there is a common trend of being very aware of different mental health situations, and this lady did not know me well enough to grab me like that. Like, she should not be. It's never appropriate to do that unless someone is posing direct harm to you. Like, don't put your life on the line for a fucking bathroom or anything at that. And chasing people, I was recently told a story by someone who got a job as a security guard for marshals, that they instruct their people not to chase people when they shoplift. The reason why that is the story is someone shoplifted a pair of tennis shoes, and they chased that person out of the store, and that person ran out into live traffic and got hit by a bus. It's not a matter of karma or anything else you'd want to think of, because karma doesn't punish people for being poor. This is the downtown area where there's a lot of homeless and mentally ill and poor, and a variety of situations that would lead a person to have to steal shoes. And something that I have personal experience with is that it's very hard to find shoes in good repair and donations. Like, that's hardly a thing. Most teenagers and adults wear their shoes out and then throw them away instead of wearing them to a certain point and then donating them. And even after they've gotten in bad condition, some people still donate them, but like the overarching issue is that it's hard to find shoes in good repair and donations for free. It was not worth a person's life. $25 pair of shoes is not worth a person's life. I work at a grocery store, and if somebody's shoplifting out of a grocery store, they probably need it. And like, I work at a high-end grocery store now, but having worked at a low-end grocery store, being Cub, if somebody shoplifted out of there, like, if the cameras didn't see it, I didn't see it. Like, I really don't care. And if they're shopping from a place like Cub, then like, they need the food and they can't afford it. If they lift out of a place where I work now, they need it and they can't afford it. And I would never shame someone for being poor. I would never shame someone for doing what they have to do. I would want to help them. And if the cameras don't catch it, then it's not my business. And I certainly wouldn't chase anyone, and I would not suggest anyone touch, grab, or chase anyone, because it's not worth the risk that you're putting upon yourself or the people around you, and it's not worth the risk to them. So that's the health and customer service safety update. And I hope to see y'all later. Take care of yourselves and each other. And don't forget to punch your local Nazi and kill your local rapist.